Classic Bugs Buddy. Hey guys, what is up? Happy New Year's Eve. Um, yeah, I see that some of you guys, at least one of you guys have pointed out that 2021 has its problems per se, but although we will be talking about a few of the negative things that happened this year, we'll definitely be covering the positives. And wait, just hang on a moment. There, that's better. Yes, yes, and Jason will be joining me in about half an hour. So, just want to welcome you guys. Welcome Ethan Parton Studios and Fairy Princess Valentine and Joe Sonic Boom. Great to see you here too, as well as Joseph and Andy Kai Shore and Dexter the Zelda Toonster and Kristen Frades. Welcome you guys. I hope you guys have a great time with this we'll discussing. So, as I mentioned when I was starting this, when I announced this, is I'm gonna be talking about mainly like the animation side of things when this year has been going on. So let's cut to the chase. I have my notes down of what stuff to mention. So on the top of the list is by far one of the most shocking news to occur. It's regarding the shutdown of a very profitable animation studio responsible for some big blockbuster films in the medium, including this guy, Scrapped, from Ice Age. Yes, Blue Sky Studios shut down, I think sometime during the spring, because of Disney essentially thinking, I don't know, we already have our main animation studio and Pixar, and also, because of the pandemic, financial stuff and so forth, like, they thought that Blue Sky wasn't really worth keeping around. Now, I'll admit, what my opinion with Blue Sky Studios is, I love the first Ice Age film, and I also like robots as well, and what else did they do? The Peanuts movie. That was a really solid tribute to the comic strips and animated specials, but otherwise, they're about as hit or miss as, say, someone like DreamWorks or Illumination, but still a pretty good, still a pretty solid studio, generally speaking, like, especially for the first Ice Age film, which is gonna be turning 20 years old just next year. This year, well, in the year that's coming, and yes. And yeah, Jason points out that the closure of Blue Sky Studios was yet another reason for why Disney's accusation of 20th Century Fox was a bad decision. Yeah, but I'll say these are one of my favorite things about Disney buying Fox is at last we have a streaming service where we can watch all episodes of The Simpsons. In Canada, I know it was on Hulu before, but in Canada and other places in the world, thanks to Disney Plus, we can watch that famous Yellow Family in more places in the world for the comfort of streaming. And yes, my store Smiley Comfort says, Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Stay positive and strive for the best. Yes. Okay, moving on to the next bit of news that happened this year. Let's see, what else should we mention? What else should we mention here? Here's a good one. Yes, anybody seen this movie yet? The Mitchells versus the Machines. It was supposed, just like several other animated films, or films in general, it was supposed to be in theaters But then, you know, because of the pandemic, they have to throw it onto streaming. In this movie's case, Netflix, and it turned out to be actually for the best because it turned out to be pretty successful. Not only was the film itself visually expressive and generally entertaining. I watched it like at least twice on Netflix, but it also proved to be pretty profitable and like it was the most streamed family-friendly film on the platform of all time, I believe. And honestly, I think that's a record that it deserves, especially with the creativity with its animation style that Into the Spider-Verse sort of started that trend of 3D animation that has plenty of elements of 2D as well. And the clip I'm sort of right here with the dad, Rick, is one of my favorite parts. So, not gonna spoil too much, like regarding the context, but let's just say that he's not really good at using modern computers. I see Fairy Princess Valentine says that she hasn't seen Mitchell's version of the scenes yet, but she'd love to. Yes, it's definitely worth your time. And also, Wish Dragon was another film that went straight to Netflix from Sony Pictures Animation, and even though people say it's basically Aladdin again, it was pretty entertaining in its own right, and also I find it to be the superior dragon animated film compared to a certain film that I'll touch on like a little later. Now let's see what else we have gotten this year. You know, probably since I have started the topic on anime films, I might as well talk about that dragon film that I mentioned, Raya and the Last Dragon, which was delayed from its 2020 release to Disney Plus onto in March of this year, and it turned out to be okay. I'll be completely honest with you. Visually, it was great, and some funny moments, just a few funny moments, like especially like that one baby character, but it was kind of adequate, similar to Frozen 2. It was I was anticipating for it to be even better, but eh, it doesn't beat the other film that Disney released this year, Disney Animation Studio to be exact. And yes, Fairy Princess Valentine says that she's already seen Into the Spider-Verse and enjoyed it, and it's and her favorites were Spider-Gwen and Penny Parker. Awesome. And let's see. Welcome, Vincent. How are you doing? Um, let's see. And Jason says the only two new anime films that he's seen this year are Encanto and the Wild House movie, and he loved them both. Yes, I enjoyed the Wild House movie too onto Netflix. But thanks for bringing up Encanto, because this film turned out to be it reached my expectations of it being even better than Raya. I watched it over the Christmas weekend, and I'm definitely have plans on rewatching it again. And I just love the music. Like Lin-Manuel Miranda, he did the music for this just like with Moana, exactly 5 years ago, and it's equally. I say the music is just as catchy as in that film, especially like in the opening song with Mary Bell introducing each of her family members who each have a gift, but Maribel herself doesn't, and even these little kids keep asking her what is her gift, but yeah, I'm not going to spoil the rest for you, but if you have Disney Plus, definitely check it out. Let's see. Jason says that Raya was Raya and the Last Dragon was kind of like a throwback to when Disney was experimenting with non-traditional animated films, like Atlantis and Treasure Planet during the early 2000s. Yeah, that is a pretty good point, and both of those films you mentioned, they are action-packed, more than the usual Disney film, and so was Raya, and I will give it props for that, for the accent. The accent scenes were pretty good. And let's see. Joe's song Boom says that he loves Encanto too, and that he especially had a lovely time with the song We Don't Talk About Bruno. Yes, that's one of my favorites too. Okay, on the topic of Disney Plus and anime films, this is the latest from the one and only Pixar, Wuka, which, to briefly recap, it's about this sea monster kid who wanders to the land and meets a human friend named Alberto. And with Wuka, whenever he goes onto land, he goes from being a sea monster to a human. And I watched it once on there, and it's not as great as, say, Soul from last year, but cute enough. Survived some time to rewatch it. Oh, let's see. What else do we have here? Fairy Princess Valentine mentions that Lin-Manuel Miranda did Hamilton, which is pretty good. Yeah, I know. I know they did an adaptation of it onto Disney Plus. I've yet to check it out. Oh, and speaking of Lin-Manuel Miranda, I watched the other film he did songs for this year, Vivo, on Netflix. Well, technically I watched like the first half of it, the first 2 acts of it or so, and yeah, it has some good songs in it too, but obviously Encanto just knocks it out of the park. And let's see, what else? Another movie, one that I've been anticipated for is Space Jam: A New Legacy. Yes, after 25 years, we finally got a sequel to that famous basketball movie starring the Looney Tunes gang that people either love it or hate it, but at the end of the day, it is an icon of the 90s, and I was able to watch this as a onto DVD. In fact, here it is. I got this as a Christmas gift, and just as I expected, it was a fun ride. Well, for the most part, I still prefer the first film, but what the sequel offered, being the nerd that I am, I'll just say that the background with that huge crowd watching the basketball game, alone, I found it to be as interesting as the basketball game itself. Just seeing all of those different Hanna-Barbera characters and Warner Bros. Characters. There weren't really any Cartoon Network characters, unless you count a certain popular Adult Swim show. You may know what I'm talking about, but not gonna bother to mention it by name. But I'll just give you a hint. Science. That's all I have to say. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Space Jam 2, says Jason, was pretty much up on par with the OG Space Jam in quality. I definitely listen to your full review of the movie onto the pilot episode of your radio series, Jason. Which you should. But for those of you who are interested in checking out, probably I should share the link to it. He's supposed to upload a video version of it as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jason. And Ethan's accent, if anybody's looking forward to Minions, The Rise of Gru. Well, if it does come out next year, yeah, I'm mildly looking forward to it. Okay, let's see. Okay, just a few more stories that I have onto my notes before I bring on Jason. On the topic of Hanna-Barbera, speaking of Jellystone. Yes, the latest show from C.H. Greenblatt, the creator of Chowder and Harvey Beaks, and one of the best storyboard artists on both SpongeBob and the Grim Adventures of Billy and Bandy. He did this really charming and funny tribute to the classic Hanna-Barbera cartoons that weren't Scooby-Doo or the Jetsons or the Flintstones. And honestly, I consider this to be sort of Warner Bros. Catching up. Oh wait, Jason says he hasn't posted the radio pilot on his channel yet, but just on the Internet Archive. Yeah, I should probably share the link to that, to the podcast, like I mentioned. But yeah, with Jellystone over here, it's like Warner Bros. Apologizing for not taking advantage of the huge library of Hanna-Barbera characters in their classic library much sooner. Like the 20 years that they've, well, over 20 years or 25 years since they've owned the properties, and over the 20 years since like Hanna-Barbera was dissolved into Warner Bros. Animation following the death of one of its co-founders, Bill Hanna. And Jellystone, just to briefly give my opinion, I mentioned just already that it was charming and funny, and it definitely is. I binge watched it on Teletoon, and yeah, met my expectations of being just as good as like Chowder and most of the other things C.H. Greenblatt has worked on. Oh, I got a comment from SB Cool, 102. Dude, can I tell you, I seriously love your logo remake videos. Your animation has really advanced and it's really smooth. You're awesome, man. Keep doing you, dude. Thanks, SB Cool. And yeah, no, not giving any real details, but expect more classic logo remake party in the future, very soon. Okay, so Jason, I have about just a few, just a few more stories here before I break you on. And in fact, yeah, probably since I was able to start this stream a little later than I expected, I might bring you on at 10:40 instead of 10. No, not 10. 6:40. 6:40 instead of 3:30. If that's okay. Alright, Dr. Jasmine says, I still watch all different cartoons. Awesome. It's great to see you here. Oh yeah, Fairy Princess Valentine, her comment about mentioning Monsters University, I completely forgot about Monsters at Work, which is the sequel series to Monsters Inc. that came out like almost 20 years after the original film, and I did play all of the episodes. It was a serviceable successor, and definitely like how it not only has references to the original film, but also what Monsters University established, like with some of the characters they introduced, mostly the more minor characters, but still. Oh yes, and Vincent mentions about the Bad Guys, which is the upcoming DreamWorks movie, and Turning Red from Pixar. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to them, especially Turning Red, and also Lightyear, the Buzz Lightyear prequel movie. Hi Alex, what's going on? Okay. What else do we have here? So when I was talking about Jellystone, I mentioned the Grim Adventures of Billy and Bandy, which is one of the best things that he worked on. he's the creator of Fred Burger after all. So that's a segue to, yes, Billy and Bandy Destroy Us All, a cosmic music horror story. I forgot what the subtitle is called, but yes, just earlier this year, Maxwell Adams announced that he was going to pitch a revival movie of the Great Adventures of Billy and Bandy, sort of to answer some unanswered questions about the show, and give it a more conclusive ending than say Underfist. And he even mentioned in September during the controversy got mentioned right now, is that it's even going to be about autism acceptance, since he was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome earlier this year, which increased my appreciation for him even more. Like we have a man who has Asperger's, yet ended up simultaneously making two awesome Cartoon Network shows. But unfortunately, there's a chance that we might not be able to see this like ever, or maybe in a long time, because Cartoon Network rejected it when Maxwell pitched the script to them in September, or no, it was in August actually. And September he came up with the news that they rejected it, and it's because Cartoon Network made the excuse that, oh, kids don't know who Billy and Mandy is, even though we have it on HBO Max. Yeah, I know, that's sort of a backwards logic, and naturally, people like myself, as a huge Billy and Bandy fan, and also the Billy and Bandy Quips Twitter page, we were pretty upset, and we started this hashtag BNM HBO to convince Cartoon Network that the show still has fans. Like, it's been probably the most popular it's been in a long time onto social media. So yeah, let's hope that soon Cartoon Network changes their mind and realize that kids could be reintroduced to this funny show on HBO Max. So clearly there's still an audience for it. Okay, let's see here. Screen Guy asks if I enjoy SpongeBob Season 5. Yes, I do. And speaking of SpongeBob, that's what we're going to be talking about right now. Where is that off button for Billy Yo and Destroy Us All? Yes, there. Yep. Camp Coral and The Patrick Star Show. It's all of them, or both of them premiered in this year. I know that they caused controversy beforehand with their announcement, with people debating whether or not Steven Hillenburg approved of the concept of a SpongeBob spin-off with him at camp, like before Steven's death. And he even mentioned that Patrick alone may not be able to carry a whole show by himself. And yeah. Well, these two shows finally came out, Camp Coral and Patrick over there. No, Patrick, there's no cookies here, so stop smashing my my fake screen there. So yeah, I was able to watch both of them onto YTV, and solid enough. Although I know with SpongeBob, they made some. I know with Camp Coral, they made some justification for why, say, SpongeBob is a kid at camp with Sandy, even though the two met as adults. But with the Patrick Star Show, I'll admit, with that one, it sort of confused me. Like, Patrick's parents are completely different than who we saw in the original show, and of course I'm not talking about Janet and Marty. I'm talking about the other Starfish couple who appeared at the end of I'm With Stupid. But I'll say the most positive thing about Patrick's new family, well, quite a few of them. I do like how Cree Summer is voicing Patrick's mom in the show. She's always cool, as well as Dana Snyder, aka Master Shake, and also the ghost from The Ghosts and Molly McGee. Oh, hang on. Oh, just give me a moment, folks. Okay. Okay, so while I just do this well something yeah, the Patrick Star Show, even though it may be a question like the continuity of it and so forth, it was decent enough. It still has the nice waifu animation as the current season of SpongeBob. Yes, Scratch, that's the name of the ghost from The Ghost at Molly McGee. I completely, I almost forgot about that. Okay. Just writing down a little note. Hang on now, folks. And yeah, Mike, I have got myself more into South Park in recent years, specifically around the time of in 2020, like when I was binge watching the holiday episodes, and I was able to binge even more of the show this year on Crave TV. Just give me a moment, folks. Hey there, somebody call for a cameo appearance? No, no Brooklyn guy, get out of here. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. So yeah, the two SpongeBob spin-offs, harmless, harmless for the most part, but nothing too extraordinary. Patrick, I told you, stop smashing my screen. Okay, Jason, it's gonna be about time that I try to bring you on, since I'm already behind time. I know there's some video games you want to highlight, and maybe with some of the animation stories that I have left over, you could give your thoughts on. So yeah, let me know if you're ready to come on. Let's see. Oh. Oh, okay. Just give me a moment. Hey, Jason. Jason? Okay. Oh, and I see that you're wearing the shirt that I sent you. Thanks. Yeah. Now, the thing is, because I already have my webcam connected to Streamlabs, I'm gonna have to disconnect it from Streamlabs in order to connect it onto Skype so you could see me. Okay. Yeah. So just give you a moment. Yeah, folks. Just give me a moment as I bring in Jason and bring back in myself.
The background isn't as fancy as it was last time I appeared in one of your streams. Hope you like Gray.
Wait. Yeah. Okay. That looks better.
Oh no, wait, Barry. You
Yeah.
actually do like Gray, if you know what I mean. Wink,
Oh, what was that?
wink.
Oh, what was that?
I said, wait, Barry. You do like Gray, if you know what I mean. Wink, 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 wink.
Okay. I get it. Yep. Okay. Let me know if you guys could hear us and see us good. Yep.
I would have I would have the live stream playing in the background, but on silent on my
Yeah.
computer, which I got for Christmas, if it was up yet. But I need to connect it
Okay.
to Wi-Fi, so it won't be until next stream probably that I'll be able to do that and be able to have the live stream play on YouTube while we're actually filming it.
Yep. Okay. Joe's Sonic Boom says that that he could see both of us fine, and Fairy Princess Valentine says the same thing too. Yeah. And Vincent says that he has to go. Okay. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Vincent. And uh, Evangelist asks if I get my screen bigger. Okay. Uh, I refer to my camera footage or the footage that I have of the GIF. But but if it's the latter, then I could fix both, or I could fix that. Okay. Okay. Maybe bring it lower to right my screen. Uh, okay. So how's that? Yes. Yeah, I do. You refer to the camera. Okay. 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 Thank you guys for your patience. So, so Jason, I brought you onto here because I know that you're as big of a video game fanatic, like way more so than I am. So I brought you on to talk about those and within a sizable, within a decent short amount of time, as well as to also talk about some of the animes and stuff with me.
Alrighty, sounds good. However,
Okay.
while it is true that I know more about video games than he does, don't expect me to cover every notable event. I'm a lifelong Nintendo fan, so the only modern video game console I own is the Nintendo Switch, and thus I'll only be talking about news related to that system's library. Got it? Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
All right. 2021 was the 20th anniversary of Super Smash Bros. Melee, the game that turned the Smash franchise into one of Nintendo's cornerstone IP. We don't know if this was intentional or not, but it seems as if Nintendo's infamous habit of shutting down Smash fan tournaments for supposed copyright infringement, combined with the aforementioned anniversary, led to the big dogs in the entertainment industry deciding to make their own games in the platform fighter genre as a way of throwing a bone to those tournament competitors. In August 2021, Nickelodeon announced that they would be teaming up with indie developer Ludosity to create Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, a platform fighter featuring some of the most
Yes.
iconic Nicktoons characters, and Garfield the cat, since Nickelodeon owns him now. The game was released on October 5th, 2021, and while it's pretty bare bones in terms of content, it controls great and keeps getting better and better with each patch. Shortly after Nick All-Star Brawl's release, Warner Brothers announced that their iconic properties would be duking it out in a Smash clone of their very own, Multiverses, or as I like to call it, Super Smash Warner Brothers. It hasn't come out yet,
That's
but
good.
when it does, I'll be one of the first in line to grab it. It's from the same developer as Mortal Freaking Kombat, NetherRealm, so the game has to be good. Luckily, there are rumors that even Disney is trying to get a platform fighter game off the ground, though no official word from them on the matter has been said yet. If such a game is happening, though, I'll be seriously ticked off at Disney if they don't include my spirit tune, Marcy Wu, in it.
Uh, so that's who you'd be maining if this
Yeah,
Disney
and
Smash Bros. Game
includes
becomes the
amphibia
same.
characters.
Yeah. As for me, I probably main. Guess I'll go with Buzz Lightyear. Say,
Yes, I do. In
do you
fact,
remember
I was
Disney
an
Infinity?
avid collector of the figures and other things you could use in the game during 1.0 and 2.0. I fell behind on 3.0, having never gotten that game at all, which is a real shame because I could have been the one who helped save the franchise from going away. I think Disney also
Ah,
shut down Avalanche Software right after Disney Infinity was done. Okay,
oh
so
yeah,
yeah, all right, let's move on. Unfortunately, though, 2021
right.
was otherwise a lousy year for video games, thanks to a mountain of half baked ports and remakes. Since there were so many terrible remakes and remasters this year, I'm only going to focus on the three most notable ones. First, we have Sonic Colors
Okay.
Ultimate. The original release of Sonic Colors was one of my all time favorite Wii games as a kid, so I was really looking forward to this enhanced port. Sadly, I've heard that Ultimate, while still playable, suffers from a lousy frame rate, which hurts the high octane fun of the game big time and even has the possibility of corrupting your save file. Thanks to the re-release getting rushed out the door, so it will be released in time for the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise's 30th anniversary. Sounds familiar? Sonic 06! SEGA claims that the game will be patched to run better, but if they didn't half-ass it, they wouldn't have to even make a patch. Still, I'm planning to buy Sonic Colors Ultimate anyways, because at least we know for a fact that this enhanced port will get patches, unlike a certain other remaster of a beloved video game. Oh, Rockstar, you just couldn't give us a bone after Sega's remastering blunder, could you? Grand Theft Auto, the definitive edition, collecting GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, suffers from so many oversights that could have easily been fixed if the Trilogy collection was optimized for the Unreal Engine 4 hardware its emulation runs on. The character models look blockier than they were on PlayStation 2. The driving controls are noticeably slower. The collision detection is off. There are a boatload of glitches and bugs, including one extremely hilarious one where the bridge that CJ is driving through in San Andreas is just invisible. It's not there. It's like his car is floating. And the rain and fog effects are completely broken. It's a real shame this collection suffers from such subpar emulation because it was going to be my proper introduction to the Grand Theft Auto franchise. Just like how the Insane trilogy and Reignited trilogy were how I got into Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon, respectively. Okay, okay. I was pleasantly surprised to find out that Grand Theft Auto, the definitive edition, would be coming out on the Nintendo Switch in addition to the PS5 and Xbox Series X, because there was never a on a Nintendo home console before. Not because the franchise was too hardcore for Nintendo, like many believe, but since Shigeru Miyamoto, Nintendo's main leader for over 35 years, I mean, he was the guy who created Mario, for goodness sakes, had a secret hatred towards Rockstar. The closest I've ever gotten to a true GTA experience is The Simpsons Hit and Run, a game I got years of enjoyment out of. And since Hit and Run is basically Grand Theft Auto for kids, I know I can smoothly jump into the real stuff if I was ever able to play it. Well, technically, now I can, but not in an uncompromised form. I really want Rockstar to patch most, if not all, of the emulation problems, but it's been 2 months since the definitive edition's release, and I still haven't gotten any word from them on this. If anybody finds out about a real patch for the collection before I do, please let me know. Yes, I'm that desperate to play these games for the first time. I want to experience the San Andreas memes firsthand for crying out loud. You know the ones I'm talking about. If you are familiar with YouTube hoops, do you have any
Yes.
thoughts? Were you ever a GTA fan?
Mm. Uh, you mind repeating that? I'll just answer what my viewers
Are
questioned.
you
Could you
very
repeat that again,
familiar with
Jason?
the GTA franchise?
Uh, no, I'm not. I have a very basic idea of what it is. I don't know. It's just like these guys in the hood being jerks
Well,
or
the
something.
entire
That
game
I don't know.
revolves around robbing and running over other people. It's cool. It's just it gives you a sense of empowerment. But yeah, that those games are rated M for a reason. Well, San Andreas was originally rated
Okay.
AO because of a certain naughty glitch I won't be getting into. I'm pretty sure that it's been patched out for the definitive
Okay.
edition, or at least I think so. Considering how shoddy of an emulation job the definitive edition is, from what I've heard, I'm not too sure about that. However, neither of these
Okay.
porting mishaps have been as more controversial by Nintendo fans than the one I'm about to talk about right now. In fact, it may be one of Nintendo's biggest mistakes, period, and online expansion pack. In September 2021, Nintendo introduced an extra tier for their Nintendo Switch Online service, offering Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis games in addition to the NES and Super Nintendo titles included with the standard membership. It's a neat idea on paper, but hold on, I lost my place. Oh, here. But
Oh.
here's where Nintendo really screwed up. The so called expansion pack is a whooping $60 per year. $40 more than the standard Switch Online service, and the Nintendo 64 titles available in stark contrast to the standard membership's library of NES and Super Nintendo games play much worse on Switch Online than they did on the Wii and Wii U Virtual Console. The textures are blurry, fog and rain effects are often outright missing, and the controls suffer from a severe case of input lag. To quote the legendary Matt McMuscle, what happened? Well, the Nintendo 64 is a very difficult system to emulate because each of its games had their own unique programming code. Nintendo understood this in the 2000s and 2010s. So the games from that system they put out on the Wii and Wii U Virtual Console each ran on their own special emulator suited to their programming quirks. For the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, though, the company made the poor decision to make all the N64 games run on just one emulator, the same one used to power Super Mario 64 in the 3D All Stars collection, with all the predictable results. Some games run much better than others, but none of them feel exactly the way they did before. I've actually heard that the Sega Genesis games run really well on Nintendo Online, but that's not enough to justify the expansion pack's high price point. Because look what I bought on the Switch physically for only $25. Yeah, I don't know who
Also,
Nintendo is trying to fool here. Hey, for an expansion pack with Sega Genesis games, when you could spend less money to just own the damn games on a single cartridge. It just doesn't make any sense.
mm,
I don't want this reflection to be mostly gloom and doom, though. So let's do a quick rundown of all the gaming industry's latest releases and announcements. I know that nearly everybody. First, we finally got an exclusive Metroid game for the Switch, Metroid Dread. I've never played any of the Metroid games beyond the original from the NES, but I heard Dread is a good place for newcomers to start. So, hopefully, my lack of experience with the franchise is about to change. Similarly, after 6 years of inactivity outside of the title character's appearances in Smash, Sega announced that Bayonetta is returning with a third installment. Bayonetta is another series I'm not too familiar with, but Bayo is one of my favorite Smash Ultimate fighters. How girls back that she's a major hottie.
yes,
So
I
Bayonetta
agree from
3
the images I
might be
saw
the
of her.
way I get acquainted with that franchise, assuming that the previous two games don't get Switch ports before its release. Also, while I've been extremely harsh about the excess of shoddy remakes and remasters, there was one remaster I heard lots of good things about: the Nintendo Switch port of the classic Color title Shantae, the first game in yet another series I haven't gotten around to fully exploring at the moment. It seems like a franchise that's right up my alley, though. So I'm definitely using one of the gift cards I got for Christmas this year to give every video game fan's favorite half genie hero a try. Last, but at least in my opinion, not least, Sega also announced a special classic game compilation that I really hope they'll get right: Sonic Origin, which will feature Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, CD, and 3 and Knuckles. What makes this collection so exciting is the fact that, unlike previous Sonic compilations, this won't simply be a ROM dump of the original releases. Instead, Christian Whitehead's stunning HD remasters of Sonic 1, 2, and CD, previously only available to purchase on mobile phones and PC, will finally be released physically and on home consoles, with Sonic 3 and Knuckles getting the same gorgeous treatment for the first time ever. The remasters are the definitive way to play Sonic 1, 2, and CD today. So, Whitehead getting the opportunity to not only bring those remakes to console, but also to finally give 3 Knuckles the sense that have been demanding since the initial batch of Sonic classic remasters came out is a dream come true. To give context as to why this is such a big deal, original releases of the Sonic HD remasters added in a high definition widescreen image, the ability to play as Tails or Knuckles, or even Sonic and Tails together in Sonic 1 and CD, and most importantly, save files for Sonic 1 and 2. Previously, games you could only finish by playing every level in one sitting without getting a game over. Sonic, what?
Hey Jason. Hey Jason, I got a question for you from Evangeline S. What do you think is the number one top action game? I
I don't
assume
really
like
know
for
because I
this
haven't
year.
played any new releases from 2021 besides Nick All-Star Brawl. I've primarily been
Oh, just hang on a moment. Sorry, Jason. I just got
Krusty Krab pizza
pizza
is the
delivery.
pizza for you and me. Krusty Krab is the pizza that the daddy.
Exactly.
Krusty Krab, yeah. Pizza is the pizza for you and. Oh, I don't think I can say it. I don't think I can go all that high. So I'll bring it down a tempo.
Yeah. Oh.
Me.
Okay. Wait. Just answer a question from Dr. Jazzman. Would you like to be in one of my videos when I plan them out? Well, assuming that this question is directed towards me, maybe we could talk about it in private. It could be a possibility. So yeah, you could continue, Jason. I remember we're gonna be we have about half an
Actually,
hour left, so just uh, probably wrap up with the video game talk soon, and then finish off with the more about animation and
oh,
just
it's
close
okay.
off
It's okay.
for
I'm
till
almost
New Year.
done, actually. Sonic 3
Yep.
and
Okay.
Knuckles already has a save system and all of those character options. So I can only imagine what Christian Whitehead might do to make that game even better. And keep in mind, he's also the same person in charge of Sonic Mania, which a lot of people have said is one of the best Sonic games since, I don't know, Colors or Generations. SEGA, please don't rush this collection or Bayonetta 3. You can't afford another Colors Ultimate ultimate level mess up. And also, it'd be really cool if you brought back that old Sonic Mega
Just
Collection music for the menus. Those were really nostalgic for me because the Sonic Mega Collection was how I played the OG Sonic games for the very first time. GameCube kid at heart. Yeah, those were my thoughts on 2021 in regards to video games.
awesome.
Buddy,
Thank you for the information, Jason. And now, I have some leftover stories regarding what happened in the animation industry, and I have one of them is I know it's definitely something that you're pretty passionate about, and something that I've recently been passionate about too, which is regarding uh, your favorite, or one of your absolute favorite cartoons in recent years, Amphibia. Specifically, I'm going to talk about how the season two finale was leaked before they when they made like
what happened
changes to
was,
the release date at the last
oh,
minute.
I don't know if I can. I don't want to spoil it, but I'll just be as spoiler free as possible when describing this. A certain thing that happens towards the
Yeah,
very end of the season two finale of Amphibia was almost going to get censored. So the episode was postponed. Like the premiere of the episode was postponed so Disney could try to edit it. But thankfully, Matt Bradley, Amphibia's creator, was able to keep it in at the cost of adding the season three opening to the closing credits of the season two finale. So the big twist at the end wouldn't be too big of a tearjerker for those who actually watched it. Yeah, and Barry knows what I mean. But yeah,
yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah.
Disney did not let Apple know about the delay. So the episode was accidentally released onto iTunes on the day it was supposed to air, and then it got leaked and spread throughout all those bootleg cartoon sites. A similar thing happened with Treehouse of Horror 31 from The Simpsons last year, where it was supposed to air on October 18th of 2020, but then Fox decided to delay the premiere to November 2nd, 2020, making it, I think, the 10th Treehouse of Horror to air in November instead of October, which is
And I know they made jokes about it within the show itself that they
yeah,
do a
who
Halloween
still
special
cares
in
about Halloween?
November.
We've already got our Christmas decorations up. But anyways, so the episode did get to air on TV on October 18th, but only in Canada on City TV. So it got leaked that way.
Hmm. Say, that reminds me, Jason. This year, mm, sorry, this year, with Say TV, they've actually stopped airing the Fox animated sitcoms onto Canadian television. Now they're premiering in Canada. They're premiering new episodes of The Simpsons, Family Guy, and Bob's Burgers onto Disney
Wow, that's
Plus like every
crazy.
Wednesday.
Man, I'm a little bit jealous of that. I know that Hulu does similar with the Fox show still producing new episodes where they release them on Hulu the day after they premiere on TV. But it would be really nice for The Simpsons because Disney Plus does not have the season that's currently producing new episodes. That season is on Hulu, and you have to wait until the entire season is finished premiering before that season can be added to Disney Plus.
Right. Uh, okay, so
Oh,
what else
Adult
I have
Swim,
in
they
store
took
to
away
talk
Family Guy.
about.
No. Disney took Family Guy from Adult Swim.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I totally forgot about that when I was gathering up my notes of what happened in Animation. But yeah, one of the definitive syndicated shows onto that block is no longer airing, at least in America.
And the
It's still on
reason
the
why is
Canadian Adult
because
Swim
Disney
channel.
wanted those high ratings that it's been getting on Adult Swim all to themselves by moving reruns over to FXX and Freeform. But part is that, well, first off, Adult Swim actually made a farewell bumper for Family Guy that they aired right after the final broadcast, featuring all the Adult Swim characters, except Rick and Morty for some odd reason, waving goodbye to the three Griffins, complete with some really sad music playing in the background. Mellow sad music, but sad regardless. This is
Yeah.
only the second time Adult Swim has ever made a farewell bumper for a show that they syndicated, with the first show being one that I'll be getting back to in a little bit. You probably already know which one it is. Okay, so
Yep,
Family
I
Guy
think
is
so
now
too.
only airing on cable in the US on FXX and Freeform, which are owned by Disney. FXX airs the show every day except Fridays, which is the only day it airs on Freeform, and it also airs Saturdays on the regular FX. So yeah, Family Guy moving over there boosted FXX's ratings by a large percentage, just like Disney had hoped. Uh,
Oh, uh, oh well. Fairy Princess Valentine has a question regarding the farewell bumper.
no, I
She's
think it
asking
was
if
only
Samurai Jack
characters from
appeared in it.
shows that
Did
originated
he?
from Adult Swim, since Samurai Jack premiered its first 4 seasons on Cartoon Network itself before moving to Adult Swim for the revival.
Yeah, right. Though technically, Space Ghost was there, and his talk show was on
Yeah,
for
but
the
that was
first
before
7 years.
Adult Swim was even a thing, and Space Ghost Coast to Coast led to Adult
Oh
Swim's
yeah,
creation. So I understand why they chose him. But yeah, okay.
right.
So it's sad
Yeah, it
that
does make
Adult
sense.
Swim lost Family Guy, but apparently Disney doesn't mind sharing the broadcast rights to the Fox cartoons just as long as they've already been canceled. Because two Fox animated shows that were gone from Adult Swim for a good long while returned at the end of 2021. King of the Hill and Futurama, which and,
I know
Adult
that surprised me
Swim.
too.
That was the first show, the first syndicated show that Adult Swim made a farewell bumper for, Futurama. So
I don't think I've seen it before. I
actually,
might check it out on YouTube if
today,
it's available.
it's officially 14 years to the day when Futurama aired on Adult Swim for the last time before it returned. And guess what? They're airing a Futurama marathon tonight. Some
Awesome. So are they starting off with the pilot episode,
Yep,
which
they
took
are.
place
And they
on
even
New Year's Eve?
commercials for it.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's really cool that Futurama's
Mm.
back. Though it does make that Aqua Teen Hunger Force scene where Master Shake says he's too damn cheap to get Futurama anymore outdated. You remember that scene, right?
Yeah.
It's in an episode
Actually, I
called
don't
Bible
remember it.
Fruit, where Meatwad asks his Master Shake if he can watch some Futurama, and then Master Shake responds with, Well, now we're too damn cheap to get it. So head on over to Carl Central and watch it to your heart's content. No, how
Yeah, I think I heard that joke, that reference somewhere before, but
So
I don't remember
yeah,
watching
that
the full
scene is
episode.
pretty outdated now because Comedy Central actually lost Futurama right before Adult Swim got the rights back.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
what
it was
happened
on
was
Sci-Fi too,
Sci-Fi
right?
lost the daytime rights to Futurama, and those went to FXX, and then Comedy Central lost the evening rights to Futurama, and those went to Adult Swim. So, King of the Hill and Futurama are airing on Adult Swim, but they're also airing on FXX, which, like I mentioned earlier, is owned by Disney. So what they're doing is that FXX only
Hmm.
airs the two shows during the day, and of course, being the late night block on Cartoon Network, Adult Swim only airs the shows during the evening and overnight hour.
Yep. So, Jason, we have a well time with probably gonna wrap this up like in, and it's when it's like an hour and a half from now. It's I've been on for an hour and 12 minutes. So soon we're gonna wrap up. So I know you told me beforehand which elements on the business side of anime that you want to talk about. So how about you talk about
Boomerang is
with what
basically
happened with
stuck on
Boomerang?
autopilot. They haven't added a new show to their schedule since August. The vast majority of the shows that they air are from the Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, and Scooby Doo franchises, with only four classic Cartoon Network shows airing during the overnight hours: Codename Kids Next Door, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Chowder, and Camp Lazlo. What a deep cut choice, but I appreciate it. Yeah. But at least it's better than how
Hmm.
Nick Rewind has been up to recently, where they got reduced to only 4 hours of airtime,
Yep.
airing from just 2 to 6 a.m., with only two shows airing: iCarly and Rugrats.
Wow. Now, so it kind of reminds me of how here in Canada we have a block called The Zone, which is on weekday afternoons. I remember, like, I think by the mid, by the late 2000s and early 2010s, like, a lot of the times the only programs on it are just SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents. No, not really. I was sort of okay with it because those are my top two favorite Nicktoons, but uh, probably
Yeah,
some variety
it's
would be even
unfortunate
better.
what's happened to Boomerang, and there are rumors that once Warner Media is finished purchasing and merging with Discovery Communications, Boomerang will be gone. Like, there's no need for them to have it anymore because all the classic Cartoon Network shows that they're airing are on HBO Max, as well as most of the Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, and Scooby Doo material they've been airing. And with a
Hmm.
couple of notable exceptions, Pepe Le Pew and Pete Gonzalez's shorts are still featured heavily on Boomerang, while HBO Max doesn't have them in their Looney Tunes library. And that's a really big notable thing to bring up because HBO Max has nearly every single Looney Tunes short in their on the service. The only ones that they don't have are, of course, Bosco, the Censored 11, the World War II shorts, and as I mentioned earlier, Pepe Le Pew and Speedy Gonzalez's shorts.
Do they? How much of the Seven Arts
Yep,
cartoons
and they've been
do they have? Like
remastered
the ones from the
too.
late '60s? Hmm. Yeah, I've actually have heard that on HBO Max they did remaster at least a couple
Oh
of
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
cool
yeah.
cat
Engine Trouble has been
swords.
skipped.
Oh, Jason, you okay? Okay. Oh,
Oh,
well, what
hi
happened?
there. I'm running out of time on my phone, so I have to go soon.
Oh, okay,
Like I only have like a few seconds left, so I gotta go. But
okay.
I did talk about everything I wanted to talk about, so I'll be fine. Happy New Year, Barry. I hope you have a good, merry, and safe 2022.
Yes, same to you. Take care of yourself, Jason.
Oh, and watch Ghost and Molly McGee when it gets added to Disney Plus in Canada. That show is awesome.
Oh, wait, what was that? Okay, I'm back. Yep. So, thank you, Jason, for your time spent. Yeah, I'll probably have to watch the replay to get a second listen to which show he mentions come to Disney Plus in Canada. Okay, since I have about just oh, okay, so it was the Ghost and Molly McGee. Thanks for clarifying, Fairy Princess Valentine and Jason. Yes, finally, it's gonna be coming. I'm gonna be watching all the fun that Scratch the Ghost provides. Like I just seen clips of it from on Twitter, and already I'm like, this is probably Dana Snyder's best role since Master Sake. Yep, take care of yourself, Jason. Okay, just give me one moment here. Yeah, so probably gonna be on for just 10 minutes, 10 more minutes, talking about some of the other animation news that I have left over. Okay, so Final Space. Has any of you seen that show? Well, I know Naz T. You have. I know you're a fan of it. In fact, you requested for me to draw Gary Goodspeed and Mooncake a couple of months ago. So yeah, around the same time of the Billy and Bandy controversy, this show was announced to be cancelled after its cliffhanger ending. Oh, welcome back, Kristen. Happy New Year to you too. So I mentioned this before, but I really liked this show and was kind of ticked off when it was canceled on a cliffhanger, and I'm not even when just as the show was getting like really big. I'm not gonna give the details on what happened in the season 3 finale, but let's just say that once you watch like all of the episodes and go up to that point of the series, the season 3 finale, it's just gonna make you really upset. But what's just as upsetting is something that Kristen just brought up. Yes, Mrs. Doolin, aka Betty White, she did pass away just today at the age of 99. She lived a really really a good wife, and I was actually rooted for her to reach that big 100. There are even plans announced of how to celebrate it, but unfortunately, someone lived to see the celebrations. It's kind of like how the iconic voice actress June Foray was just a few months from being 100, and then she passed away at 99. Oh, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Betty White, and also to everybody else, of the other notable names who have passed away this year. There's quite a lot to mention, but I know one that I did. I'll mention a couple that I've even acknowledged on social media and paid tribute to through drawings. One, the first is Samuel E. Wright, the voice of Sebastian the Crab in The Little Mermaid, and the other was Norm MacDonald, a Canadian-born comedian who did the voice of Norm the genie on The Fairly Odd Parents in at least 2 episodes. And I doodled him I actually doodled Norm the genie for my 50 Novana doodles video, not knowing that it's kind of like a farewell to Mr. McDonald. Jeffrey the More Oral fan says that Final Space is one of their top 15 best shows of all time. Great taste. And Super Red Diamond says on Adult Swim we've got Bird Girl and Fenna and Teenage if Fenza. That one I want to check out, and also Blade Runner. Yeah, I have seen like a blow up Blade Runner, Black Lotus in the background mostly, and I saw a little bit of Bird Girl as well during the Adult Swim festival, the virtual festival. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna be wrapping up soon. Just one more story that I want to mention in that occurred in 2021, and that is the official announcement that a certain childhood show is coming to an end after 25 years, and that happens to be Arthur. Now, I'll say Arthur is a cartoon that I watch arguably as much as, say, the likes of SpongeBob and Looney Tunes. In fact, Looney Tunes is played in the background, but that's kind of besides the point. Yeah, Arthur alongside Sesame Street is one of the definitive souls of my childhood. I watch it like almost every day, whether it be on PBS or TVO. Oh, awesome! You're gonna talk to Greg Eagles next week, Kristen. Awesome, that's great. I hope you have a great time with your conversation with the Grim Reaper himself, and tell him I said hi. But yeah, even though going back to Arthur, even though they technically ended production like at least 3 years before this announcement, yeah, this year it was made officially official that we're no longer gonna see our favorite glasses wearing Aardvark and his friends. Although I heard hints that they might be doing something to replace to replace the main series, but yeah, farewell, Mr. Arthur Reed. Thanks for the memories. And what else? Let's see. Nas T is asking if I noticed there is a virtual reality game for Final Space called Final Space The Rescue. No, I don't think I have heard about it before. I might have. Or might have not. Oh yes, and Smiley Friends is an upcoming Adult Swim show that is gonna be coming on on January 9th. I might check it out. Yeah, with that said, thank you guys this for this live stream. Yeah, Nasty is telling Fairy Princess Valentine to watch all of the episodes of Final Space. Yes, it'll definitely be worth your time. But yeah, thank you guys for this chat, and thank you for this live stream, for tuning into the live stream, I have to say, and also thank you, Jason, for your informative comments. Oh yes, I can't wait for Gendy's new show, Unicorn Easer Sierra. So yeah, that is gonna be a wrap. Thank you guys for your time watching this stream, and in general, thank you once again for your support throughout the year, and for being great subscribers and followers and fans and other words that are synonymous with being great people who show your support. Yep. And as my store swag cover says, have a fantastic 2022, everyone. Okay, now I'm gonna leave you guys all to count down for the new year before it comes. 2021 is almost done, can't believe it. So yeah, take care everybody, and happy 2022.